Right.
We've got some really interesting examples of how the OpenAI team themselves are using this feature, and it goes way beyond just organizing your chats.
You're right. It really is about like a shift
Yeah.
in how we interact with AI.
Oh, okay.
Think about it. Up until now, it's mostly been about asking a question, getting an answer.
Right.
Projects changes that by giving the AI a much deeper understanding of what you're working on.
Okay, so these projects are kind of like
Yeah.
smart folders, but with some serious extra power, right? You can upload files, give ChatGPT specific instructions. What else am I missing?
Well, you hit the main points.
Okay.
But the integration with other features like search and Canvas is where it starts to get really interesting.
Okay.
Because suddenly you're not just giving ChatGPT information, you're
Yeah.
giving it context.
And context is everything.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how we work. We need background.
Yeah. It's
Files, the whole picture to really understand something.
right.
It sounds like projects lets us treat ChatGPT more like a collaborator
Yeah.
than just a quick answer tool.
Exactly. And that's evident in how the OpenAI team is using it.
Yeah.
One engineer actually used projects to manage their entire Secret Santa gift exchange.
Wait, seriously, how is that even possible?
Well, they uploaded a spreadsheet
Okay.
with everyone's names, gift preferences,
Oh.
even code for a randomizer. And ChatGPT was able to pull details from that file,
Right.
like who was assigned to whom and what their preferences were.
Uh-huh.
It even helped them search for gift ideas online.
Okay, so it wasn't just about keeping things organized.
Yeah.
ChatGPT was actually understanding the logic of the Secret Santa,
Right.
like connecting a person to their assigned recipient and then suggesting gifts based on their preferences. That's a level of sophistication I wasn't expecting.
It really highlights how projects moves beyond simple question and answer interactions.
Yeah.
This engineer essentially created a system where ChatGPT could manage a complex process
Right.
with multiple steps and data points.
That's impressive, and it makes me wonder if
Yeah.
it can handle something as fun as Secret Santa.
Sure.
What about more practical stuff?
Well, another engineer is using projects for something a lot of us struggle with,
Okay.
home maintenance.
Okay.
They've uploaded appliance manuals, maintenance logs,
Oh, wow.
basically everything about their apartment.
I can absolutely see the appeal of that.
Yeah.
I'm always losing track of when I last did something or where I put that important piece of information. It's like my brain is one giant, where did I put that game?
And with projects, you don't have to play that game anymore. You can
Right.
just ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
For example, they could ask, when did I last change the refrigerator water filter?
Yeah.
And ChatGPT would check the maintenance log and tell them. It even reminded them to replace the filter based on the information it had
Okay.
and provided instructions on how to do it.
So it's not just a repository for information. It's an active assistant
Right.
that can actually prompt you to take action based on what it knows.
Yeah.
That's a game changer for people like me who are, shall we say, organizationally challenged.
Absolutely. And it's a great example of how projects can turn a mountain of information
Yeah.
into something manageable and actually useful.
Right.
You're not just storing data, you're creating a system where ChatGPT can access and apply that knowledge in a way that's helpful to you.
All right, so we get the fun stuff and the practical stuff. Now I'm curious, how are people using projects for more technical tasks?
Well, I actually use projects to revamp my personal website.
Ooh, tell me more.
Okay.
What kind of website? What did you use projects for?
It's a fairly simple site, but I decided to try using a template built with Astro,
Okay.
which is a newer web framework that's pretty popular. I uploaded the template files, my resume, even some testimonials, and then used custom instructions to make sure ChatGPT understood the specific code formatting that Astro requires.
Wait, hold on. So you're telling me you had ChatGPT writing code for your website?
Not just writing it, but actually helping me edit it.
Oh, wow.
The integration with Canvas is really key here.
Okay.
I could interact with the code right there in the project, make changes, and ChatGPT would help me refine it.
Wow.
There's even this cool feature where it shows you a line-by-line comparison of the changes so you can track everything.
So you're essentially collaborating with ChatGPT on a coding project. That's next level.
It is, and it's really efficient.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a little Easter egg feature where you can see a summary of all the code changes that ChatGPT made.
Wow.
It's like having an extra set of eyes on your project.
Right.
But these eyes also happen to be an AI expert in code.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But I have to ask,
Yeah.
what about those testimonials you mentioned? Did you have ChatGPT write those too?
Actually, I had a friend provide one.
Oh.
Let's just say his feedback focused more on my punctuality and great hair than my web development skills.
Of course it did.
Uh-huh.
And I bet ChatGPT incorporated that feedback flawlessly into your website code.
It did, surprisingly.
Oh, wow.
Which I think speaks to the flexibility of projects.
Yeah.
It can handle everything from helping you organize a gift exchange to collaborating on a coding project,
Right.
all while incorporating some very specific, shall we say, creative feedback along the way.
Okay, so we've seen how projects can be used for everything from festive fun to home management to technical tasks.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's clear that this is more than just a way to keep your chats organized. It's a whole new way to work with AI.
Definitely.
But we've only just scratched the surface, right?
Absolutely. What we've discussed today are just a few early examples.
Yeah.
The real potential of projects lies in how it changes the relationship between humans and AI.
Okay.
It's no longer about asking a question and getting an answer. It's about building a shared understanding, a context for collaboration, and that's where things get really exciting.
So what does this shift towards collaboration actually mean? What kind of possibilities does it open up? We'll dive into that in part 2 of our deep dive into ChatGPT projects. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We're continuing our deep dive into ChatGPT projects.
Yeah.
And we just saw how it's being used for some pretty amazing things, from Secret Santa to web development.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
But it's the idea of this shift towards collaboration with AI that has me really intrigued.
It is a fascinating shift.
Yeah.
We're moving away from seeing AI as just a tool
Right.
that responds to our commands and more towards a partner that understands our goals and works with us to achieve them.
Okay, but how does that actually play out in real life? What does that kind of collaboration actually look like?
Well, think about areas where we already use AI,
Okay.
but in a more limited way.
Mm.
Take health and fitness, for example.
Yeah.
Many people use apps to track workouts, log meals, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm definitely one of those people guilty as charged.
Uh-huh.
Multiple apps, different trackers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot to keep up with.
Exactly. And that's where projects comes in.
Okay.
Imagine having a project dedicated to your health goals.
All right.
You could upload all that data, workout routines, nutrition logs, even research articles you found helpful.
Okay, I'm seeing where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Instead of having all this information scattered across different apps, it's all in one place where ChatGPT can access it.
Right.
But what does that actually do?
Well, instead of just logging your food, you could ask ChatGPT to create a meal plan
Oh, wow.
based on your dietary restrictions.
Okay.
Or if you have an injury,
Mm-hmm.
you could ask it to suggest modifications to your workout routine.
So it's like having a personal trainer and nutritionist.
Right.
But it's all powered by the information you've provided and the goals you've set.
Precisely. It's about taking all that data and making it actionable.
Yeah.
And because it's in the context of a project,
Right.
ChatGPT can actually track your progress over time
Okay.
and make adjustments as needed.
This is really making me rethink the way I approach my own health goals.
Yeah.
It's not just about collecting data anymore.
Right.
It's about using that data to actually make progress.
And this applies to so many other areas of our lives.
Yeah?
Think about learning a new language.
Okay.
You could have a project where you upload course materials, practice dialogues,
Mm-hmm.
even have ChatGPT generate personalized quizzes to test yourself.
I love that idea. I've tried learning new languages before, and I always struggle with staying organized and motivated.
Yeah,
Having a project where everything is in one place
right.
and where ChatGPT can give you personalized feedback and support, that could be a game changer.
It's all about making learning more interactive and engaging.
Yeah.
And because ChatGPT is constantly learning from your interactions
Right.
within the project, it can tailor its responses and suggestions to
Okay.
your specific needs and progress.
Okay, so we've covered health and language learning.
Mhm.
I have a feeling this applies to creative pursuits as well. Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Take writing a novel, for example.
Okay.
Imagine having a project where you can outline your plot,
Right.
develop character profiles, even brainstorm different scenes or dialogue options
Yeah.
with ChatGPT.
Now, that's a writing partner I'd be excited to work with. No more staring at a blank page, hoping for inspiration to strike.
Right.
You could actually have a brainstorming session with ChatGPT, bouncing ideas back and forth and building on each other's suggestions.
Exactly. It's about taking that internal creative process
Yes.
and making it making it collaborative.
So we're seeing how projects can be applied to so many different aspects of our lives. It's really starting to feel like the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, it really is amazing.
But I have to ask, as we become more reliant on AI for things like this,
Sure.
are there any concerns about privacy?
That's a really important question, and the
Yeah.
answer is yes, privacy is absolutely paramount. But the good news is that OpenAI has built projects with privacy and security in mind.
Okay.
When you upload files, they're securely stored
hmm
and only accessible within the context of that specific project.
So you're saying that information isn't being shared across projects or used to train the AI model in any way?
That's right. And you have full control over who has access to your projects.
Okay.
It's like having your own private workspace within ChatGPT.
That's reassuring to hear because as powerful as projects is,
Yeah.
it's important to know that our data is being protected.
Absolutely. And as AI technology continues to evolve, we can expect even more sophisticated features and integrations within projects. Imagine being able to connect your projects with other apps and services,
Right.
creating a truly interconnected ecosystem for productivity and creativity.
It's like having a command center for your entire life.
It really is.
We've explored so much already, but I have a feeling we're just scratching the surface of what projects can do.
That's the exciting part. We're at the beginning of a new era of AI interaction. Right.
And it's up to us to explore the possibilities and shape the future.
Well, with that in mind, let's move on to part 3 of our deep dive and discuss the bigger picture.
Okay.
What does the arrival of projects mean for the future of AI? Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into ChatGPT projects.
Right.
It's been quite a journey.
Yeah.
We've seen how it can be used for everything, from organizing a Secret Santa
Yeah.
to collaborating on web development.
It's pretty amazing.
But now I want to zoom out and think about the bigger picture.
Okay.
What does the arrival of projects mean for the future of AI?
It's a really profound question, and I think the answer lies in how it changes our relationship with AI up until now.
Okay.
It's mostly been about tools.
Right.
We use AI to get things done,
Yeah.
to answer questions, to automate tasks.
Right.
But projects introduces this idea of a continuous partnership with AI.
You've used that word partnership a few times.
Yeah.
And it really stands out to me. What makes projects a partnership
Okay.
as opposed to just using a tool?
Well, think about the examples we've discussed.
Okay.
The engineer managing their home maintenance,
Yeah.
the person learning a new language, even the novelist brainstorming ideas.
Yeah.
In each case, ChatGPT isn't just executing a command.
Okay.
It's learning from the user's interactions,
Yeah.
understanding their goals,
Right.
and adapting to their needs.
So it's less about giving instructions and more about building a shared understanding.
Exactly. And that shared understanding deepens over time.
Okay.
The more you use projects,
Right.
the more personalized your AI becomes.
Okay. So it's not just about getting things done faster or more efficiently.
Right.
It's about creating a truly customized AI experience
Yeah.
that evolves alongside you.
Right. Imagine a future where your AI knows your learning style so well that it can curate the perfect online course for you. Or it understands your musical taste so deeply that it can compose pieces that resonate with you on an emotional level.
That sounds both amazing and a little bit scary.
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to have AI help me write better emails
Yeah.
or organize my calendar,
Yeah.
but having it understand me on such a deep level,
Right.
that's a whole different ballgame.
It is, and it raises important questions about how we design and
Yeah.
interact with AI systems in the future.
Okay.
We need to ensure that these systems are aligned with our values, that they respect our privacy, and that they're ultimately used to empower us, not control us.
So it's not just about the technology itself.
Right.
It's about the ethics and the social impact.
Absolutely. And as AI becomes more integrated into our lives, those considerations become even more important.
Right.
We need to be having these conversations now to ensure that we're building a future where AI serves humanity, not the other way around.
Well, that's certainly something for all of us to think about.
Yeah.
As we enter this new era of AI, it's clear that projects is more than just a cool new feature.
Right.
It's a glimpse into a future where our relationship with AI is deeper, more personalized, and potentially more transformative than ever before.
And I think that's the most exciting thing about it. We're not just building tools anymore. We're shaping a future where AI can help us reach our full potential, both individually and collectively.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into ChatGPT projects. It's been an incredible
All the fields we go, laughing all the way. Till some factory, making spirits bright. What fun it is to